Hello, YouTube. I'm back again. Hey, Lori, how you doing? Yeah, I just want to talk about something that's been bugging me for a while. Ever since I started being on YouTube, people always talk about the great reset, that we needed a reset. And I'm like, I don't understand. I get confused a lot on things. That's why I do this channel to help those that confused like me. Now, what I understand is they just want to tear the whole thing down and start from the beginning. Sounds good on paper. Sounds real good. Just tear the whole thing down, burn the whole thing down, and start over on paper. That's on paper. But there's no such thing as a great reset. It's a great fraud. That's what it is, a fraud. Anytime you with somebody and they say we just need to start all over, walk away from them. It's no such thing as starting all over. What you do, you start from where you at. You may redo some things, but you can't start over. There's no going back. There's no going backwards. Hey, Detroit Prepper. Hey, Barbie. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Gigi, Natural Homestead. How you doing? Yeah, and hey, I'm Paid Explorer. How you doing? That's John Coffee. Like I said, there is no going back. There is no such thing as a reset. What you want to do, you want to start from where you at, no matter what happened. It could be tornadoes, it could be hurricanes, it could be floods, it could be fires. There's no going back. You can't start all over. You got to start from where you at. It may seem like you're starting all over, but you're not. You just starting from where you at. Hey, Hoodow. Holler. So what you want to do, hey, Adam, what you want to do, you want to pick up and start there. All right, now I'm repeating myself. See, like I said, there's no such thing as the great reset. It's like a bad relationship. You know what I mean? If you in it, get out of it. But you can't go back and start it over again. If you do, you fool. Just move on. Just move on. Hey D, how you doing? And Jay's 3-1. Jay-Z 3-1. Yeah. So you just want to move on. There's no such thing as pushing the button and we start all over. You can't shut down the United States. You can't shut down any place, because if you do, people will die. You know what I'm saying? People say we need to start all over. But that means you're going to wipe out a whole lot of people. People will die. You know what I mean? Life will change for a whole lot of people, and then you'll be the one that caused the problem. I'm not saying you guys. I'm just saying that the people out there that's saying that we need to reset, they haven't thought this out. You got to see, that's one thing about a lot of people. A lot of people follow blindly. They don't think for themselves. They just don't go into the thing thinking that this might not work. This might not be what we should do. This might not be right. And that's going to hurt a lot of people. Hey, who's your patriot? How you doing? I think we tear down everything and start back with just the Constitution, the Bill of Rights of our guy. Can't do it. It won't happen. You can't tear down everything. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. It won't. You can't do it. Because first of all, if we start a shooting war, who are you gonna kill? You ain't gonna be killing the people from Russia or China or Korea that's trying to kill you. You're gonna be killing your neighbor next door. Is that what you want to do? Make your country weak by killing off half of it? Kill half the population because we think we need a reset? No, you do it just like we did when they judged, excuse me, when the Supreme Court just passed the bill that said that it's unlawful for them to come in without a warrant to confiscate your guns. They voted 9-0. Now they did that by due process, and that's what you got to do. You want to reset something, which I said you can never do. You just got to start from where you at. You got to do due process. You can't just go in and tear stuff down. It doesn't work that way. And the people that stormed the White House, or whatever they're trying to spin it as, but it was what it was. I seen what I seen. And they paying the price now. A lot of them paying the price. And how did that work out for them? See what I'm saying? You cannot use violence to change this system. You got to work the system to change the system. And that's what you have to do. Now, I love this country. Country ain't always love me. I mean, I don't have my share of problems with the people that's in power, and that's the truth. But I know that's the system that we had to work in. I mean, because I'm a product of the 60s. You know, I was out there with the kids marching up and down the street and all that stuff too. You know what I mean? But we got things changed. We didn't go out and kill people and start a riot and none of that stuff. I'm anti-violence. In case you haven't noticed, I'm against anybody that go out there and start a riot and start burning stuff down. I really don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. I believe that if you're going to change the system, it may take longer. You're going to have to change it from the inside. You got to use their weapons against them. If they're using due process in the political system, you use due process in the political system. You get better lawyers than they got. You get better lobbyists than they got. But as far as actually going down there and say we're going to have a reset, I'm going to get me a couple of generals and we're going to push the button and start destroying stuff, that's the stupidest, I'm going to have to say this, shit I ever heard. It doesn't work. It would never work. Look what happened when somebody got into our system and messed up this gas pipeline. People were panicking. People were going there. They were loading up gas in bags and stuff like that in plastic bottles. I was beside myself because those were unprepared people. I'm like, what is going on here? I just sat back and watched that crazy stuff. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what you would cause. You wouldn't do a justice to the system. You would do a disjustice to America. And maybe y'all need to pass the word because, you know, it's not what we should be doing out there. Every time I turn around, some organization wants to grab a gun or grab some pipe bombs or grab some Molotov cocktails and want to burn some city down because they don't like the system. I mean, this is America, and America is full of systems. I mean, we got to deal with them as best we can, and if you want to change them, you got to change them from within. You can't change them from without. This is not 1776. This is not 1942. This is not any other time. This is 2021. And that's what you got to live in. If you want to reset, start today. Make a change. Start on your local level. I said this 100 times. If anybody asks me, start with your local county and city governments. You don't like the way things run on the national level. This government, we were founded on the states. The states were the ones supposed to have the power. In case you guys didn't know that, but they found out that the federal government wasn't working unless they was able to have the power. And so the states relinquished their power to the federal government. And that's why all this stuff, y'all keep talking about the Constitution, this and that and the other, it ain't going to work until the states get the power back. So y'all can talk all that y'all want. I mean, learn your history because the states had the power. When this country was founded on states' rights. And all that changed after they figured out that the states needed the federal government, a strong central federal government to make the states do what they needed to do the right thing so we wouldn't have another problem. And that's what happened. It wasn't no coincidence that happened. It wasn't a coincidence, but it happened. And like I said, I'm not gonna keep you guys too long because see, I'm gonna get mad and start cussing, and I don't want to cuss. But it is true that a lot of people they will say we the reset, and I don't believe in the reset. And say Adam say a heads up purchase fuel the weekend. The news came, gas prices up this week. Yeah, our gas prices is hitting $3 now. Yep. Yeah, but you know what? Every time we change an administration, gas prices go up. So it's nothing new to me. I done seen gas prices high at $4.59. Let's see. GZ3 and 1 say shaking my head, plastic bags. Yeah, they was using plastic bags. They were using cheap plastic bags. Some guy Hummer caught on fire from that stuff. It's just crazy, but that's the way it is out here. Anyway, like I say, if you want to make a change, you got to do it the right way. And a lot of people don't want to do it the right way. They want to go out and do it the hard way, and they want to start killing people. And if you start killing people, it ain't gonna change anything. It's like too many people been watching cartoons or something like that. They was watching like Flashpoint. You know, the Flash. He went back in time and started It changed the time with a reset, and everything he touched changed. Everything changed, and you never would have happened. Let's see. It is almost Memorial Day. Gas usually go up around this time anyway. Yeah, you're right. It's gonna go up all summer. Summertime always been a high time for gasoline, because people travel. And now that we are out, we can leave. I mean, I can leave because I've been vaccinated. I don't know about other people, but they say if you've been vaccinated, you can do anything you want to do. You don't even have to wear a mask most places, unless the place you go to say you have to wear a mask. But we want to see how many people actually tell the truth about that mask situation. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, hey kids, cup your hands together because daddy needs gas. Yeah, he's a gas. But anyway, let me tell you something. I believe that our government is honest. It would never harm us. I'm just joking. I don't believe our government is honest. I never did. I mean, if you do, it's your fault, but our government is not honest. 18 of Lady Bird, yeah. Clear gray skies and science. A lot of people. Yeah, but like I said, it's not too much to talk about. I mean, I probably end up on talking about the aliens and stuff like that toward the end. But right now, we're living in a matrix. We're living in a matrix, and we're living in a time where information is at the tip of our fingers. I mean, it used to be we used to wait on the paper to be delivered in the morning or in the afternoon. So I was a paper boy too, a long time ago. And we used to wait for that, and we see what they had to say, what information happened in the world. But now, with a push of a button, you can get any kind of information you want. You can go on any channel and any place and anything that you want. It's just that easy. And a lot of the information that we get is not the right information. There's a lot of misleading information. But see, for people, we have to think for ourselves because a lot of times we sort of get off and go off the deep end. I mean, I can understand it because sometimes I get frustrated and mad and pissed off about what's going on. And I want to do things. And so maybe I might write a letter to the paper, our editors or something like that. But I don't think I'm going to go out there and get a gun. Let me tell you a little story. Now, I have a friend. He's still my friend, but I don't think he considers me a friend anymore. And we started our channels around the same time. I think I may have started about a year before he did, and I supported the channel. I still do. But I told him, and I told everybody in one of my comments that if the police came to my house to take my gun, I'm going to give it to them. I'm not going to shoot a policeman. I'm not going to shoot a guy that's trying to do his job because he's mandated to do it by a higher power. Like I said, I got police in my family. And I can see me shooting my nephews or something like that because they come to get my gun because they was told to by a higher force. You see what I'm saying? And so when I told them I wasn't going to shoot somebody if they come and get my gun, I go out and get me a bow and arrow then. I sort of lost. You don't follow me no more, don't talk to me no more, don't even comment on my stuff no more. And they did leave a post one day and said he was very disappointed in me. But that's the way I am. I am not a killer. Only way I would do something like that is to defend my family. You know what I mean? If SHTF happen or things go bad in the world and I have no choice but to defend my family, I will to my utmost of my body, my last drop of blood. I mean, just because somebody changed the law and do that, no. I might be a criminal like the rest of us because I won't want to give them up. But if they come to get them, yeah, I'm not gonna give them voluntarily. They had to come get them, but I'm not gonna stop them if they come to take them. See, because that's not gonna work for me. Not gonna work for me. Let's see. I just want the news and not the news anchor's opinion. You gonna get the opinion. You gonna get a lot of that. You got so many. You know what? Funny. I watch a lot of these different networks and stuff like that, and you can watch them tell the same story 10 different ways, and they all gonna be spin. You know what I mean? And it's like watching Sweep Week when they used to watch that when the game shows and the talk shows had to have some kind of sensationalism going on. That's what it's like. And now the news is all sensationalism. You never know what you're gonna get. You know, it's like watching a bunch of nuts. Don't keep all your firearms in one location. But you know what? I got them in this house, and I can't. I gotta have them close. Now, you know, if you watch my videos, you know where I keep my nightstand gun, but you don't know why I keep my house self-defense weapon for my house. But you know, I got my regular gun on me. You know, I keep that Glock on me all the time. 26. I got it right here, and I keep it with me all the time. So I mean, they had to search the house to find all of them holes because they not in just one place in the house. Because just in case something happened, you know, I can get to what I need. You know, I never be able to put all my eggs in one basket. Adam True, okay. Hello, Ray. The truth is slowly being revealed about the origin of the outbreak. Funds and purpose already exposed. More will reveal. Get ready for the craziness around the world. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Before this outbreak even happened, about 6 months before it even happened, I read an article about a factory with the Russians and the Chinese were both working at, and it blew up, and all these viruses that got loose. I mean, you look at my video, I did that, and like I said, it's gonna come out, and you know what's gonna happen? Somebody's gonna try to sue them. I mean, our government is gonna try to get money from them. They're gonna tell us to go stuff it, and we're gonna be mad at them. I mean, and if they do give us money, it's gonna be a little bit. It ain't gonna replace the lives that we lost. So that's what I feel about the whole thing. I mean, people need to start thinking not only here but over there. It's a T-Board say, Ray, a lot of folks out there would do what they can claim easy to talk smack on the internet. Yeah, a lot of smack on the internet. Yeah, certain. Yeah, I mean, because they don't tell the truth. They, you know what they call them, keyboard commandos. Tell the truth. I mean, tell the truth. I done seen macho guys cry. You know, after that thing in Washington happened, and they thought they were coming to get them, and they were panicking, sweating, and they were crying. I thought, man, I say, look at this. These are macho guys and tough guys, and they crying. I mean, if you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do, then go ahead and do it and have no regrets. But you got to pay the price. I mean, that's why I say it don't make sense to sit up there and tell all these people, what's that thing, QAnon or whatever that is? I don't even know what that is. But they say that QAnon people started that stuff. I almost said shit. They started that stuff, and it got everybody all worked up. I mean, lies can do that for you. Lies, a lot of lies. And I mean, it's just like that's like our political system. You know, it's full of lies. I mean, all our politicians are not honest. You might have a few in there that want to do the right thing, but all they want is power. That's why they politicians. It's all about power. Nobody should be in office over 40 years. I mean, 40 years and the shit's still the same. It's not right. You know why? They just want to be in power. And don't get me wrong, I'm not preaching against the United States. I'm not saying our political system is corrupt. I'm just saying I don't understand our political system. And I never did. I mean, democracy or republic? Democracy or democratic republic? See, sometimes we have a democracy, a socialist programs, then we have a democracy, Republican. I mean, I don't know. It's just, that's what I'm saying. Politics is just way over my head. It's above my pay rate. And nobody can really understand it because it's all the same to me. Because see, a lot of times I see stuff that we do as a country, it's socialist programs. And then a lot of things I see what we do is capitalist programs. And then it's either one or the other. And then we say we're a democracy, we say we're a republic. And I don't want to talk about this because it's going to, blow my head apart because I don't even understand it myself. All I want to know is, and I hope this message get out, and I hope you guys that got friends out there that's talking this stuff about we need a recess, explain to them this. You cannot go back in time. You're not a time traveler. You're not the Flash. That's one. Two, you got to start from where you at now. And that's not going to be a reset. It's going to be a new starting point. Build on that. Build on what you want from that point and go forward. You stop thinking about going backwards. You can't go backwards. There's no such thing as going backwards. You got to keep moving forward. And that's basically what this whole message is about. I'm trying to get these people out of this matrix. And that's what's happening around here. A lot of people are in the matrix. They like the matrix so much that they depended on the system now. They love the system. You see what I'm saying? It's just like back when these guys on these islands and stuff like that, they lived and they had all these people and they say, well, the great God of the volcano requires a sacrifice. We need somebody to go up there. They say, oh, yeah, that's a good system. Here, we take him. He ain't doing nothing. And you go up there and you throw your buddy in the volcano because that's the system that you've been dependent on. And that's what we're doing now. We throw a lot of our friends and buddies in the volcano. I mean, y'all may not get the message, but it is true. I mean, that's where we at now. I mean, we in a matrix. We need to get out this matrix because we spinning our wheels. I mean, we got to get out this matrix. We hold this country back from doing things we should be doing. Right now, we should have flying cars. We should even be on this gasoline system that we on now. I mean, but they don't want to do it. They know we got the talent. We know we got the smarts and we can make this work, but they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. And that was killing me. They holding us back and then they complain about it. When the police knock on Ray's door, he would just say, beam me up, Scotty, and disappear. Yeah, I disappear in a beam of light. I wish I could. I would love to go into space. Man, I would. Even at my age, I would love to go up into space. Because I wouldn't age as fast. They say you don't age as fast in space if you come back to Earth, but I still be aging. Yeah. So like I say, basically that's about it. You know, it's a simple theory, and that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that everybody understands that it has consequences to every action that we do. And most of us that's been around a long time, I almost said old people, but I don't really consider myself old. I consider myself a senior citizen. You know, like when you're in high school, you got your freshmen, you got your juniors, you got your sophomores, and then you got your seniors. See, like I'm at the head of the class because I done lived so long, I done been around so long. And like I said, most seniors are. We got that knowledge that a lot of people would never get. A lot of people won't even live to be our age right now. And then they don't understand. And then these people are right now here screaming that we need to stop this gun control stuff. We need to stop it, but they talking about we need to take the guns away from people. You know what? I don't want to see nobody die. I don't want to see people shooting each other. But it ain't the guns. It's the people. I haven't seen one gun just walk up out of nowhere and just shoot me. You know what I mean? It's a person. It's the people. What are you going to do about the people? That's what you should be concentrating on, not taking the guns out of my hands that I might need to deal with one of them people. What you need to do is to find out who these people are, what make them tick, why are they acting like that? Because I'm pretty sure they wasn't just acting like that the day they did it. They must have been acting like that all the way through school. And if you check and pack around a lot of them, you'll find out a lot of them had problems then, and they have problems now. And so what I'm saying is, hey, Gardner Josh, what I'm saying is now, don't blame the gun owners. Blame the people that shoot people. Hey, how you doing? Stop to say hello, Ray. That's good. That's good. That's good. Let's see. Agriculture Adam say you give us Southern boys flying cars, and some will be flying over seas, starting trouble. Nah, I don't think the cars will fly that far. I think they get middle of the Atlantic, and then they figure out that they out of gas. I don't know. A lot of people I know, they don't keep no gas in their car. And every now and then they'll run out of gas. I mean, I always keep my cars full of gas, at least 3/4 of a tank. Once I get to 3/4, I got to go get some gas because I'd be worried about if something happened and I don't have the gas to get to where I have to go if I had to go somewhere. But as you know, I'm not going anywhere. I'm bugging in. T-Borg says, I am not old. I am well-aged like a fine wine or bourbon. Okay. All right. Like scotch. See, I like scotch. Woo. I never mind. I was gonna have a flashback and start telling you stories about some Johnny Walker we had one night, but I ain't gonna even get into that. That was never mind. All right, a lot of stolen guns are getting into the hands of criminals. Yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. A lot of them are, but what you going? But the criminals, see, that's what I'm saying. But you gotta do. A matter of fact, they had confiscated some guns around here not too long ago, and they found out a lot of them was from the police in New York. They're supposed to have been destroyed in New York, and they showing up here in Cleveland, and that's always been like that. I remember which one of them gun manufacturers had somebody just drive a truck in there and steal a bunch of guns, and they drove them to Atlanta or someplace. No, they drove them from Atlanta to Detroit to try to sell them. It was about a year, maybe 2 years ago. I don't remember the name. Hey, Fallen Skies Prepper, but they had actually broke into the factory, stole a bunch of guns. They tried to sell them up here. Because we had gun break-ins all the time at our gun shop, like not all the time, but every gun shop up here has been broken into at least once. Matter of fact, the gun shop I go to, it was broken in once. They stole a lot of guns and handguns. They only got a few of them back. I don't know if they got them all back, but they did. Fallen Skies Prepper say Glock. Yes, I'm a Glock fan. I got Glocks. And I swear by them. Good afternoon, Uncle Grandpa Prepper. Hope you're doing well. Hello. Hey, LA Prepper. Fallen Skies Prepper, how you doing? Yeah, so like I said, as far as the Great Reset go, I'm not gonna mention it anymore. Like I say, if you want to do something, start from point zero, which is right now. It's just like when you're doing stuff on the graph. You're going straight line, and then if you want to branch off and start doing your own thing, then go ahead and do it. And that's what you need to do. But you can't just say we're gonna burn it down and start a reset, because all you're gonna do is kill a lot of Americans, because you're gonna kill a lot of people. You're gonna ruin a lot of lives. All right, so we finished with that. So let's see. Let's talk about. Let's see. RC Homestead. Giddy up, friends. Good day, friends. Oh, it's giddy up. I'm thinking horse. Good day. In Australia. Not many Glocks here. Mainly hunting guns. Yeah, y'all see, I got that. Y'all got that messed up law in Australia. I don't see how y'all can deal with it. Y'all should be trying to vote it and change it. I mean, I don't see what the deal is for y'all, especially where y'all located at. Y'all located in the war zone. Basically, if stuff happened bad over in the South China Sea, you guys might be in the middle of it, because y'all right by it's not Burma anymore. What is it called? Myanmar or whatever it is. Y'all right there. Y'all right there. So y'all need to make sure y'all government understand that your people need to be armed, because if y'all get invaded by the Chinese, and I think China bought some land there anyway, y'all need to be ready. Police sales off their holding inventory was once a thing. Not sure if they still hope. No, it's not still happening now. Because our police have a buyback. They buy any working gun that you got, and they will give you a food card from your local supermarket, anywhere from I think it's $100 for rifles, $50 for handguns, and they will give you that, and then they're supposed to melt them down. My problem is, why would you want a working gun and you're gonna melt it down? I don't believe that. I think some of them policemen, I'm not gonna say all of them are crooked. I'm gonna just say some of them policemen was taking those guns and keeping them themselves and giving you the card, not logging those guns in, because everybody that's a police officer is not honest. Okay, yes, I'll just say it that way. No, that was the manufacturer who guns got stolen from Georgia. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They stole them from Georgia and they drove them to Detroit. It was either Detroit, I think Chicago. It was Chicago. They were trying to sell them on the streets in Chicago. They just went right in the factory. They drove right through the fence, right in the back, and unloaded on the dock and started taking guns. I mean, I'm not talking about 1 or 2 guns. I think what they had, like 1,000, almost 2,000. They ripped off. Yeah, I remember that. People killing people. Aliens will be taken over once the people kill off the people. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if aliens went behind it. Hey, Josh, how you doing? Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. Colt 45 or Smith & Wesson 357, old school. Old school, yeah. Colt 45. It's a nice, I got a 45. That's my go-to gun. That's my favorite. It's a Glock 21. You know, I know they got the Glock 41, but I got the Glock 21, and I love it. 13 rounds, put one in the chamber. I got 14, and if it don't put you down, nothing will. So you aliens out there, if y'all listening, don't mess with me. Let's see. Homestead Odyssey, it's the population that's against them, Ray. People have been brainwashed here. We have buybacks, million handed in. I believe they weren't melted down. No, they're not melting down them guns. I don't believe they melt. They might melt down the ones that's not working, old as dirt and can't be recycled. But them guys, they got them guns. And they got them guns. I wouldn't be surprised if they selling them guns to the third world countries in Africa. But most people do. They'll buy anything. Yep. So like I said, yeah, you guys, you need to try to repeal that law up there because, like I said, you guys are in the war zone. And if things really get bad over there with the Taiwan and the Philippines and that's what else is over there, Japan and you guys, y'all right in the middle. Y'all right in the middle. Y'all praying for invasion. You know what? Y'all really are. Y'all praying for invasion. I hate to say that. Let's see. Detroit Prepping Glock 36 for me is basically a 6-shooter. Nothing wrong with having 6 shots. I always try to modify mine to get a little bit extra capacity. You know, I'm one of them guys. I don't never want to run out of bullets. Let's see. Hey, Bushcraft family, how you doing? Hey, the Dragon Manifest Show, how you doing? Yeah. So, like I said, a lot of people think I'm crazy, but that's okay. Hey, Gun Coast to Coast. They say the aliens I've seen lately have had their probes out, which is disconcerting. Yeah, you don't ever want to get probed. You never want to get probed by an alien. But I'm telling you, once this all come out and they supposed to release this information, we're gonna find out that our leadership has been knowing about this for years and was gonna tell you that they did it for our benefit and not to let this information come out over the last, about 60, 70 years that they knew about it, that they actually had the proof. But this has been going on for long as I can remember, long as America been here for all the evidence we got, long as the world been here. You know, you go back and you start talking about the Anunnaki and all that stuff and all these people down in South America, you know, Aztecs and all these stuff. I mean, it's been going on a long time. And then a lot of people, which get me is this. And I don't mean to make fun of. Now, they call this. Now, I'm first say UFOs are real. I'm going to just let y'all know that. I believe in UFOs. And now they're saying the UFO phenomenon. Now I'm thinking, phenomenon. What does that mean? It's a phenomenon. It's not a phenomenon to me. It's an everyday occurrence somewhere. It's a phenomenon to them. What's a phenomenon is the fact that they don't believe in aliens. You know, that what gets me. You know, either the aliens are one or two things to me. Either they're highly advanced or they're just lucky. You know what I mean? They just lucky. I don't understand, but that's what it is. Either they really highly advanced creatures or they just lucky. Because a lot of people, they see these aliens, like sometimes you see them in a movie, they look like jellyfish. Now, how the hell can a jellyfish fly a spaceship? That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know. But then again, they probably say, how the hell a human being can fly a spaceship? And speaking of space, you know, Space Force launched a $1 billion satellite yesterday. And there was like an early warning system for missiles that's being launched. So I'm like, wow, $1 billion satellite system. Yeah, Space Force. See, I tell you, we building up our Space Force. A lot of stuff we don't hear because they don't want the public to know because they figure if we know. Wait a minute. He said, yes, Biden is an alien too. Hillary too. Now, I don't think they're aliens. I think they're being controlled by a group that is controlled by aliens. You know, because see, you got to remember, this is a capitalist system. Money. You know, when you go back to all history, you'll find out that it's always been money. Like I think the Rothschilds is aliens. I mean, how can you have one family paying for a world war? They were backing all four countries that was in the main mix of World War One. They backed them all. They was lending money to anybody, everybody. They didn't care if you won or lost. They just want their money back at the end of the war. And you talk about capitalism. That was a capitalist system. So they won, hands coming down. They became who they are. But that's a whole nother story. You say Obama's an alien too. So basically, politicians are working for the aliens, deep state. Okay, see, I can't start saying deep state. I noticed last time I said deep state, and if you was on my channel, you see what happened. My channel just cut off. Now they watching me and they monitoring me. You guys might think it's funny. I tell you, I done had 3 times that I said some things that my channel would cut off. It'll start buffering, and then all of a sudden it just cut off. Other times, like right now, I had no problem. Everything's running smooth, but let me say the wrong thing. Hey, out west. Homestead. Hey, Susie, how you doing? You and Bill. I haven't heard from you guys in a while. I haven't been on your channel. I've been busy. I really have been busy. Let's see. UFOs are real. We see stuff a lot out here in southern New Mexico. People believe things we see. Yeah, y'all right in the mix. Y'all in New Mexico, man. You get out there. I seen where you guys live at. I seen some of the places that when y'all had that tour, you took me to the old mail post office in the Indian village over there. That was crazy. Yeah, I bet. We know that the White House has down in the basement aliens. I don't know about that. I didn't never hear the White House had aliens in there. I mean, other than some old politicians that have been around for 50 years, that I think they are aliens, but they might. But I know we got aliens. I know we got aliens in Ohio. We got area 52 or whatever. But Wright-Patterson Air Force Base down in Dayton. Matter of fact, back in my years when I was in high school, I applied to go to Wright State. When I got out of high school, I was going to go to college down there, Wright State. They accepted me too. I didn't go though. I didn't go to Wright State. I went to Ohio U. Crypto ATMs at the gas station. Wow. You see that crypto just dropped 20 points? Yeah, see, that's like, to me, that cryptocurrency, that's like junk bonds. I don't know if you guys remember junk bonds. Junk bonds, that's what that is to me. That's like a Ponzi scheme, and it's going to collapse on itself. Sooner or later, it's going to collapse. I wouldn't even fool with that stuff. But then again, I don't know nothing how the stock market works. Okay, Gun Coast to Coast say, sorry, I'm listening while working. Okay, the dragon Botox bite. Botox biting has eyes. Oh, Sleepy Joe. Let's see. Let's play Florida. Ray, it's 88 degrees here in Palm. Yeah, because I know. I'm close to the lakefront. I don't even know what it was. I know yesterday it was 82 here because I'm down here close to the lake, and I think we in the 80s. I know we're in the 80s. Let's see. Washington, D.C. is Area 51. Yeah, Area 51. No, we know that's not here. That's in New Mexico. Yeah, Area 51. Yeah, it might be Area 53. I mean, the Greenbrier, UFOs are seen over Lake Erie all the time. That's right. That's right, Unpaved Explorer. Yep, I done seen some lights in the water, but I have never seen one fly. And I don't know what I'd do if I seen one fly. I don't know if I'd dance or shit. I said shit. I don't know. Because it might scare the mess out of me. But I know down in Florida, man. Down in Florida, they see them all the time. In Florida, because they got all that water down there, they have a lot of them flying around all the time. I don't know how many people here watching they from Florida, but I know they got them down there. That's one of the hotbeds. And plus, any place we got a lot of water. Any place you got water, you're going to have a lot of UFO activities. The alien program us through Columbia Pictures. The District of Columbia. Wait till it become a state. They put that petition in for the District of Columbia to become the 51st state of the United States. We're going to wait and see how that goes. Let's see, Kyle, if Biden is an alien, then there is no hope for finding intelligent life in the galaxy. No, see, that's why they got rid of him. If he was an alien, they kicked him out and told him to go to America. They put him they put him in a dunce class, the special ed class. Yes, okay. That's okay. We got him. We stuck with him for 3 more years, as long as he don't blow the place up. Don't give away the keys to the planet. That's what I'm just saying. That's the way our system is. We got to take the good ones with the bad ones, and we just got to endure. You know what I mean? And that's what we do. Real or imaginary, we got to just deal with what's coming. But now, I worry about the aliens because see, people begin to realize that they're real. Because now we see them all the time. Some places. I mean, it ain't like they're just gonna have a banner out there and they're gonna be flying across the sky where the aliens here say we are here. They still trying to send out that misinformation that don't exist. People say the devil don't exist, but I believe in the devil. I believe in the devil. If you believe in the angels and you believe in God, you got it's yin and yang. It's yin and yang. If you believe in good, you got to believe in evil. You know what I mean? You gotta have a balance. I've seen UFOs when I lived in Arizona. Witchcraft, you in Canada now, right? Yeah, y'all got a lot of aliens up in Canada. Y'all got a lot of them up in Canada too. Like I say, across my lake is Canada. That's probably where they be going. I'm just kidding. But I know y'all got a lot of them up there. Yeah, yep. Yeah, see, the aliens are actually stupid, but they figured out how to divide us so that we can conquer us. Yeah, well, we doing it good. You was in Ohio. Okay. I didn't know that. Wow. Welcome, my Buckeye friend. Yeah, and we doing a damn good job of it. They got us so divided that if America fall, the aliens gonna come out. That's what we technically. I believe that we are a sleeping giant. We are, like we did, like in World War II, when Japan attacked us. That was a bad thing to do. We went over there and we took care of business. And the same thing with the aliens. If they can make America fall and become split up, and where we no longer are a United States, where we like a bunch of city states, maybe 3 or 4 different regions and stuff like that. Maybe 4 or 5 governors or 5 or 6 governors get together, and then they gonna form countries and stuff like that. But we'll never be a power like we were. They'll love it. They'll just roll right on in. Everybody roll right on in. We can't have that happen. We got to stay united. If we don't stay united, we'll fall. Like I say, a house divided cannot stand. And these people, you know what? Oh man, I wish I could just go down to Washington, D.C. and speak to Congress. I wish I could just get up there and I speak to Congress and I would tell them, because they are out of touch with the people. They really are. Congress, House of Representatives, they're all out of touch. And I'm not going to say too much about that because I want to mention this. Robotics and AI is beginning to pick up, really. So I'm just telling you guys to watch out. We might have a iRobot situation or a Terminator situation because we turning too much of our lives over to technology. And you know what? Terminator could just pop up at any time. That computer can go rogue, start creating its own little robots and drones and stuff like that. And next thing you know, we're being hunted. We're being hunted by our own technology, like iRobot. Because every time you turn around, you can go in there, look at some stores. I mean, you go on Amazon, they got robots. They got these little Roombas that go around and sweep your house for you. Now they got these little dogs that bark and stuff that actually like watch your house. And then, some law enforcement places, they do have robots. And then, like right now, we using AI. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, we got to watch that because, right now the masters can be taken over. We are the masters of this technology, supposedly. But I don't know. I don't think we know how it works. It's just like they said in Jurassic Park. Maybe we can make the dinosaur, but should we make the dinosaur? And that's what we did. We made this dinosaur here, and we don't know if we can keep controlling it. Let's see what else. Check out the types. NASA showed a lot of UFOs. Yes, they do. We got too many labels on people nowadays. Yeah, that's what the problem is. My dog could run a better government than our politicians. Yeah, the dogs, it works out well. Look after them. sick ones. Don't take my food, defend the territory, sort out the fast difference. Yeah, kangaroos can do that too. You know, they can take care of the government better than some of these politicians. But you know what? That's what it is. I mean, it's just like I don't know how can I explain it because I don't understand. See, I don't understand politics. Never did. You know, excuse me. And I took it in class. I took it in school. You know, with civics. You know, they explained the Constitution and we had to know the amendments. You know, the first 15 amendments or whatever. And then, but that's about basically what they teach you in high school. I mean, but other than that, you know, unless you're gonna be a politician or something like that, or a lawyer, you just really didn't give a rat's ass about that stuff when you were in high school. But nowadays, because they affect our lives so much on these daily basis. Every time you turn around, every time you turn on the TV, they talking about stimulus this, stimulus that, the effect on Wall Street, the uneffect on Wall Street. Are we going to a collapse? Are the money's going to be there when we get old and turn 70, 75, and 80? You know, it's so much stuff, and these people are making decisions for our future. And that's the scary part. I mean, I've been around a long time and I don't know how much future I got left, but I want to enjoy myself. I don't want to have to worry about, you know, living. You know, I don't want to have to worry about that. Right now, I'm comfortable. And that's why I told my wife when I retire, I say, baby, I just want to be comfortable. You know, I say, I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. I want to be comfortable. And that's what I am. I'm comfortable. And that's all you can be in life right now, you know. I want to be healthy and comfortable. You know, like I said last week, I got a shot, cortisone shot for my knee. My knee feel real good now. Feel real good. Feel like I can almost run. When I say almost, almost run. But the hip, I still got to go get a cortisone for the hip. And if you got a hip, if you know you got to get that shot for the hip, you know the doctor can't give it in the office. You got to go where they got the machines that they got this big machine to come down with these needles on it and stuff, and they'll stick you in the hip. See, I'm gonna be under one of the machines, and that machine might say, "I seen your last video and just take and kill me" or something like that. I was just joking about the machine killing me, but you never know. Okay, let's see. Trying to force 5G digital money and universal basic income. FJ. Yes, they are. I mean, they see when I was first started working way back when, we got paper checks. We got paper checks back in the 70s. We got paper checks. Then later on, when I started working at the post office, we got direct deposit. You know, they switched about 15 years into my service, and they told everybody we had to switch over and go direct deposit because they don't have enough paper to go around in the world for all the stuff that they got to do. They're trying to eliminate all the paper. Which, when they told me that, I got scared because for the simple fact that my job depended on people mailing paper. And they gonna tell us that they ain't got enough money to print checks anymore, that we got to go direct deposit. And I say, whoa, man. What about these people write these letters? I mean, my job is in jeopardy. That's what they tell you. See, a lot of times they tell you stuff and they scare you. They just wanted everybody to just go direct deposit. That's what they do because it's easier for them to control. That's what it is. If they say, what is it like the Hunger Games? It's easier for a person to be controlled if you control their money and their food. That's why I tell everybody, grow your own food. Grow as much as you can safely. Grow as much food as you can. Put food away because there's going to be a time coming. And I don't know when. Like I said, we're in the middle. We're a little bit past the middle of shit hit the fan. We're not at the beginning. We're not at the middle. We done went past the 50% part. So I'm just saying, put stuff away. Go out, get you some rice, some beans, some canned soup, some carnation milk and powdered milk, whatever you need to do. But you need to put some stuff away. Bottled water, you know. Like I started putting away a little Kool-Aid flavors, you know, because I just can't drink water all day. I got to put a little Kool-Aid in it or something like that to give it a little flavor. But you do what you can. Do what you can. At the PD office, yes. Get comfy. Comfy ornament for your knee, Ray. Good stuff. I got some stuff that got some lidocaine in it. It works pretty decent. But the shots work. I mean, I don't know how long. I mean, I had a shot. It lasted almost 9 months, and I had a shot once. It lasted only about 5 months. It depends on what I'm doing, how much I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? Because the more you do, the more you're gonna aggravate it, and it's gonna hurt. The dragon, our dragon, there our jobs are available everywhere, but people won't go back to work. It's hard to go back to working $8 an hour when you was getting paid at least 12 not to work. That's what the problem is. Now, a lot of these companies up there are offering bonuses anywhere from $300 to $1,500 for people to come back to work. Yep. Remember paper checks and cash. I remember that. I still got cash, but I still had to go to the bank. So some people, they don't take cards. Not down here. Yeah. Buy land, people. That's what I did. I bought land. I got land. But like I said, if everything worked out all right, and none of this stuff happened, and in my lifetime, and everything worked itself out, and we finally get our country back on one page, you know what I mean? We become one people again, or one political system again, and we don't be fighting among ourselves, and we get rid of this cancerous thing that's tearing our country apart, then we should be okay in my lifetime, hopefully. But all I've seen is discontent over the last 20, 25 years. Get a cannery too. Water. Yeah. A lot of people gonna find that out. But see, up here, we got fresh water. We got a whole lake of fresh water, and I'm not that far from the lake. I just got to make sure I'll be able to get there. It's no longer food or water; it's toilet paper now. Yeah, and gasoline. Toilet paper, man, that was the funniest thing. When those people were going crazy getting toilet paper. I wonder if they still got all that toilet paper. Or maybe they used it because they were full of shit. I say shit again. I'm sorry. Aliens took us over in the 1800s. You know what? Some people say that these are not aliens. Some people say that these are time travelers from our future. You know what I mean? They do. They say these are time travelers from our future to help speed up our past. To help us get our technological sense of whatever we do on a better path. We speeding up things. I don't know why we need to speed up things, but we are doing it. I mean, like I said, I remember the first calculator. I was in the 5th grade. I was sitting in class. I was in elementary school. This lady walked in there, and they say, "This is so and so and so and so from the math department over here in the class," and she wanted to show y'all something. I say, "Okay, what it is?" And she held up this calculator. It was about, I don't know, it was about the size of a large cell phone. It was a big calculator. She held it up. And she said, "This is a calculator. What you do, you push these buttons to multiply, add, subtract, and divide." And that was fantastic. And I thought to myself, I said, I do the same thing with a piece of paper. But that was great because that was the beginning of the modern technology. And you know who made that? Was Texas Instruments. It was great. Kids would go out, they had parents that had money, they would go out and buy calculators. They come in and do their homework with calculators. I didn't have that. But I'm just saying, we depend on too much on technology because it's going to hurt us in the long run. Adam, I ain't going to say that out loud. I always got to have toilet paper, okay? Yeah, Crohn's disease. My sister-in-law suffers from that. She had to have an operation. 2 operations, as a matter of fact. Time traveling aliens. Yes, Dragon, there is such thing as time traveling aliens too. They also got the aliens that they say could travel into dimensions. Dimensional travels. Like we got different. How should I say this? Different, not Earth, but other planets that you can only be reached through another dimension. So I don't know. Remember the calculator watch. I remember all that stuff that they had out there. I just never had any of that stuff. But I remember a lot of people they used to buy that stuff and never even used it. Michelle the Great, unpaid. Yes, bleach is 3 times more expensive here in my New York. Yes, you're right. I tell you, bleach is going up. Everything is going up. Everything is going up. Prices is going up. Food, especially bleach. Any kind of cleaning solution because of the virus is going up. That's how it is. It's supply and demand. You know, you need it, they got it. You want to pay for it, you got to pay my price. It's just like real estate. You know, supply and demand. And the housing market been fluctuating up and down. Here, you know, the houses are cheap right now. You know, we don't have a very high demand for houses. Matter of fact, we lost 8,000 people. It used to be 389,000, now it's 381,000 since the last census. But we still have a demand for houses here. But it's not really outpriced. You know, our prices are still high. And that's how it is, you know, supply and demand, you know. Supply and demand. So if we don't start getting this stuff in our country back on track, it's gonna be crazy. You know, like if you ever go to I don't really go to fast food restaurants anymore. But the last time I went, I think when I went. The last time I went and bought some stuff, I bought 2 meals. I think I went to Wendy's and I bought 2 Baconator meals for me and my wife with lemonade. And it was large. And when the lady told me it was $29, I was like, whoa. I mean, you see what I'm saying? That's you know, I'm into a biggie bag then now. If they go get something, I tell them bring me back a biggie bag. But I'm just saying, that's fast food. That's $29, $30. Now, I go to a regular sit-down place like Panini's or something, and I only spend about $30 for me and the wife. But I go to a fast food restaurant, spend $30. I can't believe it. But that's the way it is. Brazil stated they are in drought and are going to face shortage of oranges and coffee this year. Wow, Brazil. You know, if Brazil coffee goes bad, I mean, you know, because they one of the big coffee exporters, you know, your coffee prices are going through the roof there. Hey, Patricia, how you doing? Let me tell you another thing, though. Since we speaking on these prices and stuff like that, our government can do something about that. You know, we got gas reserves or oil reserves or whatever you want to call it that we only release once. That we have plenty of reserves, and they feel that the gas prices are going out of the way and going crazy. They need to release that stuff. You know what I mean? They need to release that stuff before gas prices get back up to like $4.80. And I know you guys remember that. That wasn't only what 10, 12 years ago when gas price was almost $5. That you pull in a gas station, it was so embarrassed to put the full price up there. They say it's $2.50 a half a gallon. I mean, that was so crazy in some of these places. Yep. So anyway, like I said, you know, people that's calling this UFO phenomenon as a phenomenon, it's not a phenomenon. It's like it's not been happening. You know, it's been around since I've been around. You know, UFOs always been happening. It's just that people just don't believe in it. And still, if a UFO walk down the street right now, not a UFO, if an alien walk down the street right now, other than the politician, if a regular alien walk down the street right now, people wouldn't even panic. They wouldn't even care. They wouldn't even care. They would think of something else to focus on and cause the problem with because they don't believe in them. Yeah. Because see, a lot of people make that mistake to say that the aliens speak our language. Who knows? Maybe they speak French. I don't know. Maybe because they was in South America most of the time. Maybe they speak Latin. I don't know. But you just saying. I mean, that's going to be a problem too. Maybe they do speak our language. They've been here long enough. You know, we got the lizard people that's been here. You know, they've been telling us about the aliens. Maybe they lying to us. But then again, you can never trust anybody when it comes to stuff you don't really know, because you can be led down the wrong road and they want to start some stuff, and next thing you know, you in World War III. I was seeing my first UFO at age 14. is that you, Susie, or that Bill? Because that'll make a big difference with age 14. Yeah. What's the movie? They Live in the V People. Yeah, I seen them. I seen them. I seen them. Yeah. Why you think they got these 5G towers out there? Don't you think? Did you ever think that they might be blinding us, that we can't see what we really need to be seeing? That they really are out there, and all these 5G towers out there are blocking our view from what's going on. Hey, Humble Lion, how you doing? Oh man, it's been an hour already, and I've been talking. Wow. Okay, well look here. I'm gonna talk a little bit more, and then I'm gonna let it go, because I wait for Susie out west Homestead to get back to me on okay, there she goes. Susie, okay. All right, because it's a big difference between your age and Bill's age, because I think Bill met Billy the Kid, right? When he was a kid. He was a youngster. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's why spam is loved so much in Hawaii. People can't afford fast food restaurant. You know what? I've been to Hawaii. I've been to every island up there. I've been to Hawaii. I love Hawaii. Man, I wanted to move there, but they got homeless people living up under the bridges there too. But now the reason that they have spam in Hawaii is because of the military. It was military. And the soldiers brought the spam over there. You go to McDonald's there, spam is on the menu. They sell McDonald's. They sell actually spam. They sell McDonald's, sell spam in Hawaii. Yeah. I've been a lot of places. Seen a lot of things, but like I say, I've never seen a UFO. And I would love to see a UFO. At least, while I'm still alive. Adam said that maybe they speak in Navajo. Code talkers, huh? Yeah. Ray Francis on the verge of a civil war. Let me tell you something about France. Now, I'm going to tell you something about France. Never got to go there. I was planning on going there when I retired. I had everything set up, and then stuff happened. I'm going to tell you something about France. I don't like France. France is a manipulating country. France will get you involved in the shit, and then you can't say shit. You can't get out of. Let me put it to you this way. Why were we in Vietnam for all them years? Because of what country? France. France suckered us in to fight their war in Indochina. We had no cause, no reason to be there. France needed us there. France wanted us to help them out. So we went over there helping France out. France got the hell out of there and left us holding the bag. And they've been doing it every throughout history, because we feel that we owe them for helping us in the Revolutionary War. Yeah, but I'm just saying, France can burn all I care. I don't like France. You know what I mean? And they don't like us. If you really believe they like us, you must be mistaken. France don't like us, and I don't like France. It's two countries. It really, but more than two countries, but two countries that I really don't like. One is Russia. Don't like Russia. Never like Russia. Russia want to kill us and destroy us. They like the devil. They're seeking us to destroy us. The other one is Korea. Korea is run by a lunatic. The people might be nice there, but I had friends that was in the military. They were stationed in Korea, and they told me stories about what they had to guard the borders. So I'm just saying, I don't like Korea. I don't like Russia, and I could care less about France. We see jets chasing UFOs and UFOs all the time. UFO sightings are happening more and more every day. Yeah, I'm out. Take care, guys. Okay, see you later, LA Prepper. But I'm gonna tell you something. We know why we see more and more UFOs every day? Because we notice them more every day. Adam said he don't trust Cuba. You know what? Cuba ain't never been a threat. We could have took Cuba out anytime we wanted. We never wanted to. We could, long as we had our base there, Guantanamo Bay. Cuba was no threat to us. Only time they got to be a threat to us when they let Russia. Russia put those missiles there, and then once we got those missiles out, and Cuba found out that we wasn't playing, they just stayed the hell out of people's business. They was always just Cuba. We even had our own base, and then I don't even know what happened with the Bay of Pigs. I was a little kid. I didn't even know what the Bay of Pigs was then, but we got Guantanamo Bay. Yeah, he said, hey, you like Russia, I hate China. Don't trust Russia, man. I'm telling you, Russia been pissed off ever since they went from the Soviet Socialist Republic down to Russia. Remember, they used to be the Soviet Socialist Republic, and now had all that Yugoslavia and stuff in there. All these countries was all one big state of Russia. And then where Ronald Reagan say, tear down that wall, and they tore down that wall, and their country collapsed. They had East Berlin and West Berlin. Germany split. Yeah, so I'm just saying this is going to be ready for some stuff to happen. Cuba is too buddy with Russia. Under the Castros, they were, now Fidel has stepped down. His brother just stepped down. I don't know who's running Cuba now, but I think Cuba's getting closer to back with us now. I'm not sure, but I think we talking about having tour boats stop there. The cruise ships, they talk about getting American aid and stuff like that. I think the new Cuban administration is going to break ties with Russia, which would be a good thing. But Cuba still got cars from the 40s there. Because we had the embargo there where they couldn't get new cars and stuff like that. But we got to wait and see what's going to happen with that. I've never been to Cuba, but I've been to all the other places around there. Part of the Bermuda Triangle area and stuff like that, all the Bahamas and all over there. That's of the Most High, the vehicles of angels they call aliens. We got to wait and see, but we don't know. See, the problem with a lot of stuff we talk about, we don't know. And I'll be the first one to tell you, we don't know. I don't know. But the problem is, Manifest says we got a 99-year lease is up. Every 99 years. Yeah, well, like I say, you ain't got to worry to 2025 to 2022 when shit gonna happen. And I say shit again, damn. And I say, damn, shit, damn. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Like I said, see, now, I read the Bible. Like I tell people I'm cramming for my finals. So I read the Bible, and a lot of stuff in there, it is strange when you try to, with my kind of mind, where you associate everything you see and you don't understand with another life force, an alien force, you know what I mean? So it could be. It could be. Like I said, matter of fact, the lizard people, they said that we were brought here and our DNA was changed by the aliens. I mean, maybe our DNA was changed by the aliens or angels or whatever you want to call it. But we got so many different races of aliens. It's not just one alien. You see, that's the problem. It's not just one alien. And it's okay. I don't know if you guys remember Babylon 5. If you remember Babylon 5, they had all these races and all these aliens all in one place on this 5-mile space station. And they all had to get along, and it was the Federation of Non-Aligned World or whatever. And that's how it is. And that's how it is up there. Well, I mean, we're not up there. I'm not up there, but I'm just saying, maybe that's the way it is up there. And they eyeballing us to see what we're gonna do now that we got nuclear capability and all this other stuff, and this technology that is transforming us up to not just a superpower, which we are, but into space superpower. That we can actually go into space. The only thing keeping us from really traveling deep into space, gravity. They found out a few years ago that if you go into space and you stay up there too long, that your bone mass gets weak. You actually shrink. But when you come back down to Earth, you get all that back. It's the bone mass. We haven't found out the way to create our gravity. You know what I mean? That's the problem. Hey, Purple Vet Mitchell. You say, don't worry, the aliens will never beam up somebody from Cleveland. I don't want to go. Well, I will want to go. But I mean, if they take somebody, it might take Baker Mayfield. he said he's seen a UFO. I've been in Cleveland all my life, and I ain't never seen a UFO. I seen lights. I seen lights that couldn't be explained, and that's something. They were under the water. And I seen these lights that couldn't be explained. And as far as I know, we don't have submarines here in the Great Lakes. As far as I know, I mean, who knows? Yep, 2022. You watch 2022 is gonna be something else because, like I say, that's like it's actually 250 years or so from the creation of the United States of America, something like that. I don't remember what I was talking about that time. Yeah, so like I say, we got to watch all this stuff that goes on because, like I say, I love talking about aliens because people think I'm crazy. People do think I'm crazy, but like I say, our government got alien technology that they use every day. I mean, some of this stuff that we created, the stealth fighters. I mean, man, some of these new ships we got, this AI and these machines, we got battle drones and robots that can actually do the fighting for us now. We got technology, infrared technology that wasn't even thought of. You know what I mean? We got so much technology that we just got too much of it right now. We need to slow down and figure out stuff that we really need to do before we get all this technology all screwed up in our heads and start thinking that we should do things with it that we shouldn't be doing, like take over everybody else's world or something like that. Yeah, like Pinky and the Brain. What you gonna do now, Brain? I'm gonna take over the world, Pinky. Yeah, so that's where a lot of these countries coming from. That's how Russia and the guy in Korea are. What are you gonna do now? You're gonna take over America. Yeah. So you gotta watch that because Russia got some exosuits that's out of this world. I seen them. They are out of this world. And like I said, I had a dream that we was invaded. I mean, I don't know how it turned out because I know if you invade this country, you cannot win. You cannot win. If America ever get invaded, they won't win. They might get it. They might get in a foothold here. They might come in a little bit here. But once we get rolling, we will get rolling. You're gonna have a hell of a time to pay the price because nobody should even think about invading America because we don't play that. It's just like somebody trying to break in my house. If they might get through that front door, but when they dragging his body out, they'll learn their lesson. It is so what the Browns did last year. Plus, Browns fans are card-carrying alien hunters. There's a lot of a lot of my card-carrying alien hunters. I went to the gun shop one day, and these guys had aliens on their shirts. I mean, they had aliens on their shirt with the little X in them. I say, man, I don't know where they've been at, but they going out there. Let's see. I'm curious if aliens can speak Appalachian. They can speak Appalachian. That can confuse them. I don't know what they speak. It would be funny if the aliens came down here and they were speaking Ebonics. I'd be like, what the hell? You never know. But like I say, from what I understand, that the aliens were brought here. I mean, the aliens were here. That the lizard people were the first ones to come. Dinosaurs were still here. And they came because they were fooling around with the moon. They brought the moon and they settled on the planet. So then the aliens came, different aliens, and they came and they brought the humans. I mean, they brought what was a form of humanity. And then they went on ahead, whatever was here, Neanderthals or whatever was here, and they changed the DNA. They changed our DNA to what it is now. And since then, we've been evolving. This is where we at now. So I don't know. Maybe if they come back and they tell us that they did that shit, I don't know. A lot of people be pissed off. You know, how you gonna play God and mess with my DNA like that? Yeah, so it'll be funny. See how they take that. That's why our government is not going to tell us the truth about this. If they take it to their grave, I think Russian protecting us from Chinese aliens. No, Russia and China. Russia, believe it or not, Russia and China done fought 2 wars. They done fought 2 wars. And because they fought that one over Mongolia, and then they fought the Russo-Chinese War a long time ago. I mean, but they done fought 2 wars. And they really get along. I mean, their problem is that they have the same problem. Russia ain't never worried about resources. China worried about resources. Because Russia got all that land over there, and they only separated by a few mountains. I mean, they can just walk over to each other. And they friends. They gonna always be friends. Russia and China, I don't care what you say about them, they like good neighbors. I mean, you got a neighbor next door. Sometimes your neighbor might piss you off if you drive on this grass a little bit, and you keep driving on it. They might say, "Hey, man, you're killing my grass. There, don't drive over so close. Go over next time." And then you go over next time. But it's just a neighbor thing. That's how the Russians and them are. They good neighbors. So don't get fooled. Don't be fooled. China don't like us. We like the neighbor down the street that they got the new TV. And China still got the old TV. And they want the new TV. But we got the new TV from one of their neighbors in Taiwan. And China say, "Man, I thought we were cool. Why don't you give us that TV?" That's how it is. It's a personality difference between us. Between America, China, Russia, India, Pakistan, and Turkey. Now keep an eye on Turkey. Pakistan, Pakistan is always fighting India. They right there next to each other. And this is crazy. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad when things fall apart as far as the world goes, because all these countries are right now. They just mad at each other for no reason. Really, they are mad at each other for no reason. It's bad blood. And that's what it is. It's stuff that happened to them in the past that they can't get over, and now they're gonna try to get some payback. And that's what's happening over in Israel. You know what I mean? Them people been together centuries, thousands of years, and they've been fighting for thousands of years. And now one want to get some payback on the other. And it's just crazy. That's the way things go. They say Purple Vest, sure, a lot of alien hunters shows on TV these days. I watched Office Skywalker. Good job. Yeah. Skywalker Ranch is a good show. They think there is alien craft underground detected by the ground radar. You know what? It's a lot of aliens ports here, but most of the ones I know about, either they're in a cavern up in Alaska or in the Antarctic, because most of them, they get bases are in places where people just can't walk to. They're up in Alaska in the mountains, or they're in the Antarctic where it's really cold and they're underground, because we get these big holes developing all the time out of no place, because Admiral Byrd said that there is a underground world, or they underwater. Like in the Caribbean, they had some stuff that they thought might have been an alien port or something like that. I don't know. And like I said, then in Florida, along the coast over there by Tallahassee or something like that, they have a lot of stuff going on over in that area too. But like I say, it's always something. Hey, how you doing, Nikki? Okay, Purple, you need to watch the show Skywalker Ranch. It comes on the new series this week. I'm about to start watching that. Like I say, I probably have to record it, because I don't really watch too much stuff live unless it's the sports, baseball game or football game. But everything else I record. I record everything else, and then I watch it when I get more time. But luckily, my grandson is going to start daycare pretty soon. He's almost 4, so he'll be starting daycare. Then I'll be out of a job. You can tell my disappointment. No more help. Who is in there just called my mama an alien? No, I ain't gonna mess with nobody's mama, man. Woo. Shoot, I remember when I was coming up, man, some of them guys' mamas did look like they were aliens. I ain't gonna mess with that though. Some of the guys I hung out I thought was aliens, shapeshifters, whatever. All right, Dave. Like I said, I've been here over an hour, and like I said, I didn't want to talk more than an hour, but it seems like lately I've been talking more than I needed to. And oh, more cheeses for Ray. Oh yeah, I got cheeses. See? Oh, go. This is the original cheeses too. And notice it says the family size because my grandson he eats these up. So like I say, I never be over here without my cheeses. Like I said, I should be a spokesperson for them because, like I said, since I started eating those cheeses, stopped eating those potato chips and candy bars and pop and stuff. I done lost 37 pounds, but I gotta go check. I haven't weighed myself since I went to the doctor and I was down 37 pounds. Well, when I get down to about 40, 45 pounds, I'm gonna go get me a greasy Mr. Hill. Well, I don't know if y'all know what Mr. Hill is. I'm gonna get me a Roman burger. It's a nice sandwich. It's a nice sandwich. We'll get me one. Okay, then. So I'm gonna let everybody go. Like I said, so an hour and 20 minutes. Notice I didn't say anything about certain people, and my channel never buffered once. It never got cut off. Like I say, I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna mess with the powers that be, so they can leave me alone. All right. Like I say, I did talk about a little 5G, which I don't think it had nothing to do with them because the other day some people had problems with their internet that went down, and I don't know what all the deal was. I don't know if it was an attack or anything like that, but you never know. All right, then. I'd like to thank everybody for showing up, and everybody take care now. Oh, thank you, YouTube. Got to throw that in there.